Let me tell you something else. You got to understand something, because it's important. Do not be held hostage that you think you cannot pray the prayer of faith for somebody because God has not healed a certain thing in your life. There was something that happened to Apostle Paul. I think it was his eyes from looking at the blazing glory. I don't know, because he told that one church, if it was possible, you would have taken your eyes out and given them to me. So he had this infirmity, and he asked the Lord 3 times to heal him, and the Lord said, no, I'm going to let that be your new reality, but my grace is sufficient for you. And for years, I was held hostage, was going to pray for people who were sick in our church and had back problems, and I couldn't stand up. I needed a chiropractor. I couldn't even bend. Or I was full of the flu, and I was sneezing and coughing. And the devil would say, how are you going to pray for this sucker? Look at the shape you're in. And then when the Lord said to me, you don't have to be whole to release faith for them. Your spiritual condition ain't got nothing to do with my spiritual condition. All I need is a vessel. All I need is an instrument. It set me free. It literally set me free, because the Lord, if you read Genesis 32, remember Jacob had the wrestling match with the angel? Watch. He became crippled from a spiritual experience. And the Lord dried up his sinew. And for the rest of his life, Jacob walked like this. Now you watch this. He's walking like this. And Joseph brings Jacob in to meet the most powerful man on planet Earth, the Pharaoh. Pharaoh, this is my dad. He was weather beaten. He was beat up. He was crippled over. His sinew shrunk. Now, that would not be very impressive to the Pharaoh. But watch what happens. When he talks to the Pharaoh, he says, few and evil have been my days, blah, 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 God. Before he leaves, Pharaoh says to Jacob, would you pray for me? And this old crippled guy comes up and says, be glad to. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you can have something wrong in your life, and God has decided for some reason not to fix it. That does not rape, rupture, or steal your faith. It's just something in your body. For some reason, God says, no, I'm going to let it stay there. So when Jacob prayed for Pharaoh as a cripple, he prayed a destiny-changing prayer over the highest monarch on planet Earth. And he was still crippled.